Agent Mastermind will be getting started in just, I've been working on for the last couple days, actually probably the last couple years, but just want to do a little house cleaning first. So on the right-hand side, you're going to see a audio section, and often we have people say that they can't hear us very well or it's breaking up. So what you might want to do is if you hit the telephone button and call in, that just makes for a much better listening experience on the on this GoToMeeting section. So try that if you're having a hard time hearing. If it's breaking up, you're fighting the internet, it's voice over IP. Also, if you have any questions on the right-hand side, I'll be getting to those at the end. And feel free to ask any questions there, and we'll get to them at the very end, and we'll stay as long as we need. So thanks, Paul. Thanks, Scott. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate the feedback. So I'm going to get started. Okay. The Manage Leads visual workflows, closing leads, and then work effectively as a team. So one of the things I talk to a lot about, or one of the things I cover a lot with my clients is, and I'm just having a hard time keeping track of the leads that come in, and communication. How do I communicate with them? When do I communicate with them? And so I'm going to show you an amazing tool that I found that I've been working with for a long time, and I'm kind of obsessed with it now. I have all of my stuff in there. I run my rental properties out of there. There's just a lot of different things I do. So it's a really cool platform, really easy to use, has an awesome mobile app, so that's what I'm going to show you today. But first, what I want to do is I want to recap just a little bit about, and I'm sorry this is blurry. It didn't look blurry on my PowerPoint, but now it does. So I want to recap and start with a quote. The best way to predict the future is to create it. So I'm gonna really quickly go through a class that we did back in I think December that was on farming your database. And the reason I'm going to cover that is because I think you have to have leads before you can manage leads. So kind of one before the other is helpful. So I'm going to show you really quickly how to generate leads in a very quick fashion. Farming your database, so people that already know, like, and trust you. And I'm going to run through some numbers that are kind of mind-blowing as we go through this. So let's do this. And I really consider this the low-hanging fruit. It's the people that already know, like, and trust us. It's the people that have done business with us before, and they're more than happy to refer their friends, family, and coworkers. So I've said this before, and I want to say it again, and you really need to say this to yourself every single day. We're in the marketing to our database business, not the real estate business. So if we focus on building deep relationships, marketing to our database, staying in front of them, and reminding them of who we are and what we do for a living, it just gets so easy when we do that. So one of the three things I'm going to cover today, along with the system that you're going to absolutely love, I think, and some might already be using it, but I'll get to that here in just a little bit. So marketing to your database. Call 3 times a year, email automatically once a week, and then snail mail once a month. So I'm going to cover these in just a little bit of detail. So what are the scripts that we use and the systems that we use? I'm going to share that with you in just a second. So voicemail script when calling past database. Hey, this is Scott with ABC Real Estate, and I helped you with your buying or selling a home in the past, and just wanted to give you a quick thanks for letting me help you out. If you ever have any real estate or mortgage questions or would like to report on home prices in your neighborhood, please give me a buzz. By the way, I was just looking at some home values in your area, and I think you will be pleased with what I have to show you. The best number to reach me is, hope all is well, and hope to talk to you soon. Oh, also, if you have any friends or family members that could use my assistance, just give me a call. I'll be happy to help them out like I did you. Would be honored and help you out. So that's leaving a voicemail. Now I'm going to show you how to make this really, really super simple and sound really, really good, because leaving that to 100, 200, 300, 400 people is kind of a joke, and you'll get really tired really fast. So it's just kind of it's unrealistic, right? That's why none of us do it. Here's the live answer, and I'm going to show you the system, which is called Phone Burner, how to do this when or how to have somebody else doing this for you where it's your voice 70% of the time, okay? So we'll get to that in just a second. So here's the live answer. It's pretty much the same script. Hey, I helped you out with buying a home, selling your home, whatever it was in the past. Just wanted to give you a quick thanks for letting me help you out. How are you guys doing? Pause for the answer. Give an appropriate response. Maybe before you even do this, I'm really big on this, go to their Facebook page and see what they've been doing. See, like, maybe they have a new child, maybe they have a new pet, maybe they just went on a vacation. It's so easy to find out what they're doing because people live their lives on social media, and it's just really easy to find out. So if you ever have any real estate or mortgage questions, please give me a buzz. If you go grab a pen, I'll give you my number. Make sure they have your number. Make sure they have your contact info. The best number to reach me at is whatever football as well, and hope to talk to you soon. Oh, also, do you have any friends or family members that are looking to buy or sell a home or refinance a home and could use some honest help? And see if they answer that question. And then, can I help? Can I count on you? Now, here's the big one at the very end. That when you use this script, when you always should have a call to action, right? Well, this is my call to action. Can I count on you to give me a call when you do? I would be honored to help you out. I'll talk to you when you call back. Can I count on you? Can I count on you to make those calls? Can I count on you to call me back? Can I call on you to refer me your friends, family, and coworkers? It's amazing when people say yes. They've committed to something that they physically have to accomplish. So it's just one more way to grab another couple leads, all right? So what about people that haven't spoken to you? Well, and this is what I hear all the time. We just got back from an event in Florida, and one of the things is people have a hard time going, I haven't contacted my database ever. Like there's a couple that I talk to, of course, or I see them at the soccer game or see them at the sports event, but I haven't talked to them in a long time, so why would I even, like they would not accept my call, let alone be happy about my call. Now think about it. People don't think about you as much as you think they do. They really have their own lives. They have their own family. They have their own stuff going on. So, I mean, think about it. If you were to get a call from somebody that you bought a car from 2 years ago, and he was to call you up, and I'm just going to pick Paul here because he's with us today, and say, hey, Paul, this is Scott with ABC Car Company, and hey, man, you bought that 2013 Cadillac DeVille. Just wondering how that's working for you. Hey, man, that's working awesome. So so how's the family doing? Good, good. Hey, so you ready to trade that thing in and get a new one? Any of your family members looking to buy or sell a car? Hey, man, I just thought I'd check in with you, see how things are going. Would you be offended by that phone call? Absolutely not. So don't overdo it. Don't overthink it. It's just what you're missing out on is, and I'm going to show you some numbers here, is a really huge potential for an unlimited number of referrals, just a crazy number of referrals. And this is why some agents do really well, because they do stay in front of their database. So put the date and times for 3 calls this year in your calendar of when you're going to call them. Spring and summer particularly are really good. Time change is a good call. Just say, hey, just want to remind you to turn your clocks back or forward. Closing date anniversary, that's always a great one. That's just something to remember and put in your calendar. Like every time you close, just put that date in your calendar. Next year I'm going to call and wish them a happy anniversary. Birthday is always a great one. You'll be surprised. People send emails. They send everything but a phone call. And, guys, people don't get a lot of phone calls anymore because of the way we communicate. So birthdays are a great one to pick up the phone and say, hey, just want to wish you a happy birthday. So just pick the time, put it in your calendar, and go, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to make it real easy on you here. So one of the systems that we talked about when we had a class on, so if you missed Farming Your Database, if you missed Phone Burner class, get with your loan professional and they can get it for you. So Phone Burner, what Phone Burner does is allows you to connect and engage and leave voicemails that you pre-record automatically. So you pick up the phone, you upload your 100, 200, 300 people in your database, and you click go. It dials the first one after you've pre-recorded the message, and if you get their voicemail, which 70% of the time, 60, 70% of the time, some days it'll be 90% of the time, depending on the time you call, you'll get their voicemail. And all you have to do is click a button, and it automatically leaves a voicemail that you've pre-recorded, so you can keep going and go on to the next one. So as you click go to leave the recording, it starts dialing the next number. And that's why they call it Phone Burner, because you can burn through the contact database that you have, depending on if it's 50 or 100 or 200. I say if you have more than 100, go ahead and grab this. And I forgot to put this on here, but if you use the term freedom, it'll give you a 20% discount. Of course, you get a 7-day trial. It's an amazing system. It's kind of addictive because what's going to happen if you use those 2 scripts is you're going to get leads from it. You're going to connect with them. You're going to engage with them. You're going to remind them of who you are and what you do for a living, and they will talk about you, especially coming up with school starting. They're hanging around. We got some holidays coming up. I mean, so there's all kinds of stuff going on where they're going to be around other people. Sporting events, my son plays 2 soccer games. I go to a soccer game today. I go to a tennis game yesterday. There's people everywhere. So if anybody is talking about buying or selling a home and you've been currently connecting, engaging, and interacting with them, you're going to get referrals because you're going to be top of mind, okay? All right, so imagine what your business would look like if you contacted your database 3 to 4 times a year, and it only took a total of 3 to 4 hours every 3 to 4 months. And sometimes you aren't even the one doing it because you could have your assistant do it, and it would be like hey, Paul. Hey, Paul wanted me to give you a call. We helped you with your home a couple years ago, and just wanted to check in, see how things are going. And Paul said that you guys were just really super cool people, and it was just so much. It was so much fun working with you guys. And I just wanted to check in, see how things are going. And hey, do you know anybody looking to buy or sell a home? Hey, if you ever have any real estate questions at all, just reach out to us. Here's my number. Blah blah blah. And so it's live calls are like that. So it's just really super simple. Cindy's coming in with a question that says, what happens if you use this and someone answers the phone? So that's even better. So if they do answer the phone, you would use the script that I shared with you. You would have pretty much the same conversation, except for you're having it live. The best part about Phone Burner is, if you're using Phone Burner and they answer it live, you just click a button, and there's two buttons. One is it got the recording. Two is it's a live call, so it checks it. And the cool part about Phone Burner is it actually shows you how many live calls you had, how many recordings that you sent, so it keeps track of that as well. So if somebody's doing it for you, you can see how many recordings they got and how many live calls they had. So they can use the same scripts. All right? All right, so crazy numbers. Now get this. This is where it gets really, really, really crazy. So say you have 50 past clients and now friends that know, like, and trust you, okay? And I don't know if you've done these numbers before, but with social media and sporting events and school, it just kind of gets crazy. So each person knows, on average, 223 people, okay? 50 times 223 equals 11,150 potential referrals. So if you only connect, engage, and go deep with 50 past clients, your reach is a potential 11,150. Now, here's the crazy part. You go, Scott, that's absurd. That's a crazy, stupid number. Okay, so let's just do this. Let's go 11,150 divided by 2. It's 5,575 divided by 2 is 2,787 divided by 2 is 1,393 divided by 2 is 696. You want me to keep going? You see where I'm going with this? Like the potential is so crazy good that if you only have 50 that you connect with, engage with, call 3 times a year, connect with, social media, listen, comment, like, share, things get real exciting, and I'm living proof of it. So it's not major science. It's just connecting, engaging, and going deep with your past clients. All right. So if and only if you stay connected, remind them what you do for a living, and go deep with them like you do your very close friends. Treat them as a friend. Text them, hey, I'm going out for this week. I'm going out this weekend. I'm going to give you some other ideas, but I'm going out this weekend. Going to head downtown to the art fair. Hope to see you down there. If not, man, have fun. Have a great weekend. That's it. Just simple stuff that you'd normally say to a friend. It's amazing when you flip that switch to I'm going to go deep with my clients and build relationships with them that last forever, how your business is in just a very short period of time. All right? Okay, so email your database once per week. Don't send real estate info all the time. It's boring. And especially if you just sold them a home, they don't really care about real estate anymore. They got into a home, so maybe home decoration tips or home saving tips when painting a room or something like that. Video marketing is huge. Video marketing is by far the most powerful thing on planet Earth. You don't even have to be in the video, and I'm going to show you some examples. What's happening in your city is a huge one. I know somebody that does this every single Friday. She does a video. Hey, this is what's going on. Here's 2 or 3 things. Hope you can make it. I'm going to be at this one. Here's 2 other things if you know. And do one for like a family type thing. Do one for an adult type thing. Keep it clean. And just have fun with it. They see your face. They hear your voice. They get to know you, like you, and trust you. All right? Smartphone apps. Who is not on this call holding their smartphone right now? I mean, literally, I know everybody on this call has their smartphone with them, and they're probably half of the people on this call are on their phone. So what if you started doing smartphone tips every single week that had to do with really cool stuff? There's always a cool phone app, and there's a endless supply of phone apps. And get this, here's the mindset behind doing that. If you send somebody a video even if you're going, hey, I just want to show you this smartphone app, it's really cool, it does this, or has a radar so it lets you know if it's going to rain because you can see it. If they download that app and actually use that app, guess who they're going to think about when they use that app? They're going to think about you. That's the whole mindset about this. It's not about real estate. It's about connecting, engaging, going deep, marketing to our database, right? All right. So YouTube viral videos, like every day I wake up on the Today Show and they have some viral video going on, especially the Ice Bucket Challenge is going crazy right now. No editing of your videos. Be real. We're not movie stars. We're not Emmy Award winner people. We're just normal business people. We want our database to know, like, and trust us, get to know us, remember us. So just keep it real. Short call to action at the very end. Hey, if you're looking to buy or sell a home, just give me a call. Look forward to hearing from you. Hey, if you're looking to get an update on the value of homes in your area, give me a call. Would be more than happy to help you. Some sort of call to action that has to do with real estate, and you always have to be asking for referrals or for business, okay? All right, so video marketing email. Record video on smartphone. Everybody has a camera in their hands right now. BombBomb, we've talked about before, has a really cool phone app where you can record the video and then send to your database or groups of people. Amazing. Upload to YouTube, and then grab the link and share it on YouTube. That way, email out to your database would be huge. I would recommend, I do this, I used to do this every single week, and I'm going to actually get back to it. You're going to be seeing some videos from me that are going to apply to the Agent Mastermind page. So you'll be seeing those. But every single week, guys, every week. Here's a little stat for you. So if you were to guess the opt-out rate of emails, if it was sent every day, every week, or every month, which one would you guess had the biggest opt-out rate? Every day, every week, or every month? If you send an email once a day, once a week, once a month, which one would you guess had the biggest opt-out? The one that was once a month had the bigger opt-out rate than once a day, because they forget about you. It's like nothing there. So think about that when you're doing this. Once a week is more than good, okay? All right, so here's one thing that I just wanted to show you this because I think it's crazy. Where's my Droid? So, you know, everybody has a Droid. At the time, I must have had a Droid because I showed it, where's my Droid, because if you lay your phone down and you got it on vibrate, or you have, for heaven forbid, I don't even have my vibrate, it doesn't work. Either it rings or it doesn't. So I said, how to find your Droid. So what it does is you would call this number, you'd grab another phone, call the number, and it would automatically turn the volume all the way up on your phone and ring so you could find your phone. I had 1,700 views on that. So it's just, we call it marketing equity when it's out there, and everybody has a phone or a Droid or an iPhone. So when somebody gets this, like, oh, that's so cool, and they forward it to their friends, they forward it to their family, they forward it to their coworkers. That's the power of that. Another one, we do happy birthday videos. I wasn't even in this video. I just took some pictures off of this social media site, created a happy birthday video through Animoto, which we did a class on a while back. Just one more way to go deep with your clients, and that's touching, that nobody else is doing. He had 57 views on this. I have no idea who it is, but as you can see, he felt special, and why not, you know? So example of a video email, see you this weekend. So they're going to go, and I don't know if you guys knew this, but the question mark after your email, even if it's not a question, will get more open rates than if you don't have a question mark. I don't know, people love questions. People love to interact. They love to answer the questions or give their input, okay? So see you this weekend, question mark. Wait till you see what I found that is going on in Grand Haven this weekend, or whatever, fill in your city. Go here to see the short 2-minute video, see you out on the town. That's it. If they don't open it, here's the thing. If they only see your email, you've done a really good job, because now they remember who you are, and you have something of value you're giving them, and you're having fun with it. You're having fun. So don't overthink it. Don't look at it and go, man, I only got 10 opens, or who cares? Focus on the fans, and know that other people are getting the emails. They just may have to go, oh, okay, there's Scott. Okay, send him another email every week. Wednesday, email week. You know, so it's just over and over and over again. When they're ready, think about some ads that you hear on the radio or on TV that play every single day, like furniture ads. You really don't hear them until you're ready to buy furniture, right? But they're every single day, every single week. It's called the reticular activator. The reticular activator is something that goes off when you're thinking about buying something. You're thinking about whatever if you're thinking about taking a vacation, you're going to see every vacation ad. You're going to see every emailed ad. You're going to listen or hear every conversation that has to do with vacation. It's called the reticular activator. So you just never know when someone's going to jump. Now, heaven forbid, they're at a family event and someone says, yeah, I'm thinking about buying a home, and your email's sitting there in their inbox like, oh, let me grab a good friend of mine just sent me an email on a video. I have no idea what the video is, but let me grab his email and contact info. Boom, you just got a referral. That's the power of staying in front of them and doing this every single week, okay? Keep it simple. One shot, no editing, no bumper music. Shoot outside. Just natural light is the best. Nature scene or in front of one of your listings. Pets are insanely good. People love pets. Post on YouTube. And then a video sandwich is if you find a viral video do an intro, viral video, and we've talked about this in the past, and then do a call to action at the end. People love that stuff. Now you're sandwiching this viral video that's going crazy, and you're in the intro and you're in the end, and your friend, family, and coworkers are going to forward that video, okay? I'm telling you, this stuff really works, and it brings in referrals, okay? Fiverr, do not, I repeat, do not edit your videos. If you go to Fiverr, Fiverr.com, put in edit video. If you want to edit it and put, like, cut off the beginning, cut off the end, put something crazy in there, I would recommend against it, but somebody will do it for $5, okay? Do not spend time trying to learn how to edit your video. It's just not the best use of your time. All right, what do you need for your first video? Smartphone, what to say, where to post, email it out. What to say, I gave you a bunch of ideas on that a couple slides ago. It's, don't overcomplicate it, just keep it simple. Do it with your loan partners, really great idea to do. I mean, just he's on one side, you're on the other. It's not you doing 100% of the talking, you're kind of sharing it together. It's a great way to connect on a much higher level. Snail mail, we talked about this in a class. Oh my God, this is one of the most powerful. People don't get snail mail anymore that is handwritten, okay? I'm talking handwriting, and you don't have to be the one handwriting these letters. I Like You, Joe Girard, number one salesman in the world, Guinness Book of World Records. If you go look it up, Guinness Book of World, not Guinness. If you look up number one world record holder for sales, it's Joe Girard. So he used to every single month write a I Like You postcard to his database, and he sold more cars than anybody ever. He sold more, period, than anybody. Superman letter, like, hey, I was able to take a veteran that didn't think he could buy a home. He had a little credit issue, and I was able to help him, get him going down the right path. Hey, this isn't a journey. This is this isn't a sprint. This is a journey. If you're really truly looking to get into a home, just give me a call so we can get you going down the right path. So you just help somebody. And then the I'm a Real Person video, like you took your family on vacation, you went to dinner with your family, and hey, kids eat free on Tuesday nights at Eddie's Bar and Grill, whatever it is. I'm a real person. I do real things. I go real places. That's just keeping it real. So 1 month you do I Like You. 1 month you do Superman letter. 1 month you do I Like You. 1 month you do I'm a Real Person. Back to I Like You. Don't overcomplicate it. Farm it out. Have somebody else write this stuff for you. I'm not a writer. I would not write this stuff. I would have somebody develop it for me, and then I don't even have to sign them, but they go out from you as you, and it's just connecting with your database, okay? Simple stuff. So how do we measure success? 14% open rate is the initial goal. Getting your openers to follow your call to action is the final goal, all right? Connect, engage, interact, get it out there, don't overcomplicate it. So how often should you send email? If you write crap, never. Don't ever send anything to do with business. It's just not, unless you're sending something that's happening in the world, I would just, keep it fun. Phone apps, if you can be a ray of sunshine in somebody's day, people love that stuff. People, I hate to say this, but for the most part, people aren't happy. And if you can make them smile, you can make them laugh, give them something new to play with on their phone, it's just, I don't know, it makes everything better. So if you bring $100 bills every single day, all right? Focus on the fans. Some will opt out. Who cares? I've had people call me and go, man, Scotty, I had a big opt-out, man. A bunch of people opted out of my emails. I'm like, okay, how many? He goes, like 7. I'm like, how many people did you send to? 3,500. I'm like, focus on, it's so funny how we focus on the one person out of 100 people in the audience that's going, boo, boo, you suck. Why? I don't know what it is, but you have to let that go. You have to focus on your fans, okay? Get a yes or a no. There's no money in the maybes. Don't leave all the wealth on the table based on the fear that everybody is opting out, like 7 people out of 3,500. It's just crazy. Or one person out of 100 like sent you a nasty letter, like stop sending me these letters, and you just stop doing it because one person said stop doing it. Just please don't do that. It's don't listen to the people. Delete them. Let it go. I know it's gonna hurt a little bit, but let it go. All right, marketing to your database. Remember, recap. Call 3 times. 3 times a year, email automatically once a week. Just get it done, farm it out. If you can't do it yourself, have somebody help you with it. Snail mail once a month. And now the fun part. So manage leads, visualize workflows, close leads, work effectively as a team. You guys ready for this? All right, I'm ready. So budyurl.com/smartsheet. Smartsheet is an amazing tool. I'm going to play a short little video for you that I've never done this before, so let's just see how this works and let me know. So it's a cool video of a real estate agent who's currently using Smartsheet, and I think he kind of sums up what I'm going to go over here in just a second. So here we go.
Before I started using Smartsheet, I had a little bit of stuff in cloud technology. I had a lot of paper folders. I had just information kind of scattered abroad. I was using Excel spreadsheets, and so my business was just a little bit chaotic. We're primarily using Smartsheet as a cloud-based transaction management system where we can track the process of each transaction all the way from the initial lead to closing. We also use it for document storage, reminder aspects, and a contact management tool. So it's many things all wrapped into one. It really has allowed us one central place to focus on our leads. As they come in, we're inputting them into the Smartsheet, and we're assigning them to the individual agents. And from there, the agents are able to track kind of their progress with that lead. So we track all of that there on the individual Smartsheets. With my role as a manager of the real estate team, I was constantly having to email or phone or text or whatever to get updates on where they were at with certain clients or certain leads that we were working with. And as soon as we started using Smartsheet, I began to use the update feature where I would just send out an update on a particular client or a new lead that we had got. It really allowed me to be a little bit more hands-off but still get the information that I needed from them without constantly having to bug them or taking additional time from them. A lot of the clientele that we work with, they really want to see and know that we're on top of the technology. And so when I turn my iPad or iPhone around and I just show them a tool like Smartsheet and I show them what we're doing to track things with their home and all of their contact information and their market analysis, it really shows them that we're on top of the technology and that we're really utilizing it for their benefit. When I walk into an appointment like that and I have all that information at my disposal at any given point, it really helps me walk in with a lot of confidence and able to sit down in front of that client. And confidence is huge in the real estate market. I mean, buyers and sellers are entrusting us with the biggest purchase or sale of their entire life. And so for me to come in with a lot of confidence, a lot of information means everything in this business.
All right. So did that come off okay? Did that play okay for everybody? All right, let me see here. Okay, so let's just do this here. So I'm going to go, real quick, I'm going to go over just a couple of the examples of Smartsheet, and then I'm going to go live and share with you guys this really, really, really cool software. So it's called, again, buddyworld.com/Smartsheet. So it has a send row, so you can send for updates. It has you can share it with many collaborators, unlimited number of collaborators. You can publish to the web, so it's a live publish type Excel spreadsheet, kind of like Google Docs, but it's just, I don't know. When I show you some of the really cool stuff that it has, it's just a little bit above and beyond what Google Docs is. All right. Set reminders. Here's what I love: is it'll actually send you an email of a reminder of who you're supposed to call. I'm going to show you what this guy set up that video I just shared with you, and a really cool way to remind yourself of who you need to call today, because it's like, okay, how long has it been since I've called them? How long has it been since I've communicated with them? When did I take the when did I meet with them? What was it, house or condo? Or kind of, you can just put it all right there inside this form. You can upload documents and stuff, so you can create alerts. Really cool stuff. You can attach files. I love this thing where you can attach files to a specific person, which in this, I just took a picture of this, so it's a case study, but you can upload a file to a specific person, or you can attach a document to a whole spreadsheet, okay? So I'm going to show you how to do that as well. It's really super simple, all right? So you can upload files and notes from Dropbox, Google Docs, and Box.com, and I have a couple links for you to share with you on that, or I've actually put some examples together for you on the Excel spreadsheet side of things. So whether you use Smartsheet or anything else, you'll have the setup of these Excel spreadsheets. It's really cool. All right, so you can export email and print. You can actually hook it to your calendars. So you can actually have right in your calendar view, and it hooks with your Google calendars if you use Gmail. So it'll put it right in there for you as well. You, of course, publish, overlay, all kinds of really cool stuff there. It works on, this is great news, iPhone, iPad, Droids. So, and I didn't want to leave out the Droid people on the call today. So it works on everything that you might have in your hand. I don't know about BlackBerry, but Apple and Droid for sure. So it has a really, really, really cool phone app. So whatever you're seeing, pretty much everything you see on the computer or iPad, you see on your phone. So you always have your up-to-date contacts with you, the ones that are active, the ones that are hot, the ones that maybe are getting cold, and so this just kind of go from there. So before I go live, I just want to share with you before everybody leaves, if you're joining us for the first time, we have a live Facebook private group. We're at 9651. I took the picture last night, 9,651 members. It's a really active, awesome, awesome, awesome group of people. A lot of questions, a lot of collaborators. It's just really fun to see the questions coming in. So if you have any questions after this class on the Smartsheet program, I literally use it 10 times, 15 times a day on different things inside my life along with my business. So it's facebook.com/groups/Agent Mastermind. And so the examples I'm going to be sharing with you, you're going to want to write down this link, is budural.com/AMM Smartsheets. And that's going to take you to 3 Excel spreadsheets that I'm going to be sharing with you live here in just a second. And I just want everybody to get that. So, and for some reason, if you missed this or you're hearing this or on the recording, of course you can go there, but also you can contact the loan professional that invited you here or your sponsor to get a copy of this recording and the PowerPoint and anything you might need. So I would highly recommend hooking up with your referral partner, doing some, we call it brain dumping, mind mapping, just accountability. It's just nice to have somebody in the business that knows what you're going through, you know what they're going through, and working together to make things happen, all right? So let's go live with this. Guys, I just love this thing. So let me know the feedback of what you guys think, and I'm going to explode this up here. So here's the inside of the Smartsheet template. Now, I got these. I'm just going to open these up just so you can see them. So I'm going to show with you guys the real estate kind of lead tracking part first. In that video that I shared with you, the guy that was on the video, this is how he set his up. So I kind of set it up. I added a couple things to it, but for the most part, it's the same. So what I did with here is I have the source that the lead came from, so you can kind of keep track, so you can find out. I mean, it's really good to keep track because if you're getting a lot of leads from Zillow or Trulia or Friends or open houses or past clients, whatever it is, it's good to go, well, shoot. If I'm getting more leads from my past database, why would I not focus more on my past database to get more referrals, right? It's kind of obvious. I'm getting, maybe one month you go through and you're getting a ton of leads on Zillow. Well, why am I getting more leads on Zillow this month than last month? So you can put in the source, and it's really cool to, it's really easy to edit all of these things. This is just a type, you just type it in wherever it came from. If you have certain areas that leads come from and you want to do a drop-down box, you can do that. Now, if you want to, I just added this one, if you want to do the quality of the leads, so you can look at it really quick and go who your A players are. Some people have an A bucket, B bucket, C bucket. Like A would be buying now and I don't have anything to sell and I'm approved, ready to roll. B might be I'm approved, got to sell my house first, no credit issues, just good to go. C might be got to sell my house, have some credit issues, going to be some time. So you can kind of keep track of how you want to do that and maybe just know in yourself what those are, okay? The date added, this is pretty cool. It allows you to put a calendar in here. So you just hit the calendar and you say, I put them in the 26th, and you're off and running. You don't have to type in the date. It's really quick. If you're a broker owner and you want to keep track of who the leads are going to, you can click this and do the drop-down box and put in as many people as you want. It's really easy to set up. And here's how easy it is to set up. So I'm going to click on this arrow right here. And I'm going to insert a column to the right just to do a demo for you guys. So I'm going to insert a column to the right. It's going to say, well, what do you want it to be? And I'm going to say agents in office, just to make it different. And then here's the different things that you can choose to make happen. So that it could be a contact list, it could be a date, it could be a drop-down list. So I'm going to do a drop-down list. Opens up another box, and I can put in here Mike, Sally, Jeff, Jim, Kevin, and then as soon as I click OK, anytime I want to choose who that person is, I just click the drop-down and choose who it is. So it's really quick, really fast to do it that way, okay? So I'm going to delete that. Real easy to delete a column, so all you do is click the little drop-down, click delete column, and it's gone. Client's name. So, of course, you just type in the name, phone number, self-explanatory, the email address. Here's where it gets fun for me. So I think that you should always know and keep track of when you, and I'm just going to slide this down so I don't have to move it. So there we go. So here's the last couple columns here. So I have last contacted, 8/28. I can click on the calendar button, and every time I contact them, I just change the date. Maybe I contacted them today, so I change it to the 26th. Their address of the one they're buying, if you want to, not available yet because we don't have one. What type of house? Is it a house, condo, whatever you want to keep track of here. Pre-approved, yes or no. and this could be just a drop down, yes or no, maybe. I don't know, what you want that to be. Appointment set. Maybe you want to keep track if you set the appointment or not. So that's how he had it set up. So it's a yes or no. Contact type. This is what I like. So you can put as many things as you want to in here. So you can put in phone, email, Facebook. Maybe I connect, engage with a lot of people on Facebook. So I have the date of last contacted. I have the contact type, and maybe I'm communicating with them by text, and so I would put phone, but I would add another column. So say I wanted to add that I text them a lot, because people love to text now instead of actually make the phone call, and it's just a time set saver. So I would go in here, and I would let's see, edit column properties. So I would click on the little arrow, edit column properties, and then I would just add after phone, I would put text. So phone would be I'm talking to them on the phone. Text would be I'm texting them. Email would be that. Facebook, and then I would click OK. So I could add text if I wanted to. Now the other cool thing is if I just wanted to put in, maybe I'd chatted with them on LinkedIn. And then I can put in LinkedIn if I want to, and it's going to stay there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't keep you from putting whatever you want in there. So you could put in whatever you want as far as how you communicate with them. But I think it's so important to put in here how you communicate or how they like to communicate, because there's going to be a trend on each person, and it might be different, okay? Number of calls. How many calls have you had with this person? That's very important. If you're not communicating, communication, have you ever had anybody, one of your clients, call up and go, listen, please stop communicating with me during the largest transaction of my life. Please stop. No, it's never going to happen. Nobody's ever going to complain about communication, so the more you communicate, the better. Went off on a tangent there, but number of calls. How many calls have you had? So if I called them today, I would just put in 2, 3, whatever you want to put in there. Number of emails. Maybe we have emails going back and forth. I'm going to show you a really cool feature here in just a second that I think you should do just to keep track of the emails that are important and the attachments. So think you sent. Is the attachment set? Or excuse me, is the think you set sent? Yes or no? If it is, great. If it isn't, no, then the answer is no. Then it needs to be sent out. And you can add as many columns as you want. You can have as little, a few columns as you want. Here's where it gets exciting. So say that I wanted to share this with my partner, assistants, office, all of my staff, whoever. All you do is click on the sharing button right down here. Click on the sharing, click on share, and you would type in whatever their email is. And here's the best part about this I like. They don't have to go in and sign up an account. They don't have to do anything. All they have to do is they're going to get an email going, Scott has shared a document with you. Create a password. They click on a button, create a password, and they're done. They're into the sheet. They can share it. You can make them an editor, an admin, or just a viewer. So like I said, that would probably be just a viewer, and I'll show you why. If you are, I'll show you a document that I created that you might want to create for each borrower. That's really easy. Another really nice feature about these things is once you have a template set up, you can very quickly use that template and not have to recreate it, just like Google Docs has, okay? All right, so say that, okay, this is where it gets fun. So say that I have Sally who texted me saying that you now have a contract on her home and you want to take a note on it just to keep notes on it. So see this little button right here that's got a little popped up note? So if I click on this, it has add a comment. So the comment is only for me, but it's inside for Sally, okay? So it's a just received contract for sale of her home. Done. And then, of course, it's going to date stamp it and time stamp it. It's going to click Save, so you can keep a nice little journal here of what's going on. Say that you just received the appraisal, and you have a copy of the appraisal and you want to upload it, keep it right with Sally. Check this out. So right inside here is a little attachment. See the little attachment right there? So I would click on this. I would upload, click on upload, and I would grab any document I want to put inside there. And let's just grab this picture. It's going to upload it down here. And now that attachment is going to stay with that client. So you always have the attachments that are with that client, okay? And as soon as it's done, it's taking a long time, so I'm going to actually kill it. Actually, there it goes. Let it upload so you guys can see it. So now that attachment is inside of Sally's, or I think I did Kevin, but inside. You guys get the idea. Say I want to set a reminder, and like, see, it's been a couple days since I've talked to Stacy. So I want to click on the little bell here, and I want to go, I need to call her, call to see how the removing of the clutter is coming. She had a bunch of clutter, right? I'm just not typing very good right now. Now the removal. And I want to call her on the 27th tomorrow. Click Save. It's going to send Scott Hudspeth an email on Wednesday at 8:27 for row 3 on the 27th. So I'm going to click Save. Now I'll get an email saying call Stacy, and it'll tell me exactly what I wanted to call her for. So you don't have to ever remember. All right? Very cool, right? If you want to upload attachments, just maybe you have generic attachments that you or documents that you want to share with people on a regular basis. You always want to have them with you. You just click on attachments, and here's the attachments of whatever those are. And it's going to show the other attachments for the other people, but you can just keep the other ones as well. You can email the attachments, send link to this attachment via email. You can download, send, go to row, edit description, upload newer version, so you can always keep the version current if you want to. And of course, you can delete it if you want to. All right? Very, very cool, right? Say you wanted to see the calendar view of all this stuff and all the dates. There's a little calendar button right here that allows you to check the calendar. Boom. So it opens up to my calendar, and it shows open house, Zillow, past client. It shows all that stuff, whatever you put in there, or whatever you have going as far as reminders. So friend referral, Zillow, so it kind of puts it all in your calendar as well. All right? Click this little button to go back to your sheets. You have a discussion. So say you want to maybe just keep personal notes, or maybe you're sharing this with your assistant. Your assistant talks to your client after you turn it over, and you want to just keep in the loop. So you have a discussion that only you and your assistant see, and you can see the notes here, but you can upload there. You can attach from whatever else. So you want to attach something from, maybe it's video or something like that. You can keep track of the discussion there as far as that goes, and other people are sharing it with you. They can see it as well. Very cool in that respect. Update request, if you want to update, maybe you, and that would be right here as well. You could, there's just all kinds of different stuff. Row discussion, send update request on, maybe you need an update on Kevin Allen. Hey, did we get the CMA back yet? So you would send a request, click on the button to, I would send it to Scott, and I would update, please update him on the following online sheet. Did we get the CMA yet? And then they would respond, and they're going to get the email, so you can keep track of it right in here. All right? If you want to keep track of your email addresses, you can copy and paste your emails right into here, which is really cool. If you want to create a web form, you can create a web form as far as that goes. And I wouldn't recommend the web forms, but you might find a way to use them that automatically fill into your Excel spreadsheet. There's videos on that if you want to train on it. If you want to publish this to the web, you would just automatically turn it on so that there's a link, a live link that they could go to, where it's not that all they do is just go to that link, and it's automatically they have access to these links. All right. Okay. A couple of things that so let me just shrink this down a little bit here. See if there's any questions on this. All right, tons of questions. Is Smartsheet local to the machine or on the internet it's on the internet for access. So it's definitely a web-based platform, which is really nice, and it's got a great mobile app as well. So if you have multiple team members, you can choose who is a part of the discussion. Absolutely. So absolutely. You can choose who you want to share it with, and each sheet is different, okay? So let me just show you this really quick. So in here is all of my sheets. So I have it for my rental properties. I have my lease agreements uploaded into here. I have all kinds of stuff going on. So it's just really cool to keep everything in one place. And then if I want to share it with my wife, or maybe I have a property manager, or whatever you want to do. So to create a form, one is if you already have an Excel spreadsheet somewhere else that you're using that you log into, maybe Google Docs, you can export it from Google Docs, upload it into this, and it'll automatically go into its own form with those 3 columns that I shared with you. Right here, the upload documents, the note-taking, and the reminder, these are just standard. They never go away unless you hide them. You can hide column if you want to, but otherwise it's just there automatically on every form, which I think is great. If you want to color code a form, you would just highlight it like this, hit this little darker shaded area there, and then here's your colors for what you want it to be. Maybe I want a black line across there, and then I want white lettering. So I would say details. So that'd be white there. So it's really easy to make this thing look however you want it to look. Here's another cool part. If I click on this and I right-click on the actual link here or this box or whatever, I can hyperlink it so that it's a clickable link to an outside website, which is pretty cool. So you can hyperlink if you have maybe a single property website, and I'm going to show you something here in just a minute that you might want to use. So say you have a single property website link or a link to a flyer or something you want to have a client have access to, you can hyperlink a link so they can be in this spreadsheet, share it with your seller, and they can click on it to see their single property website. All right? Okay, so weekly listing report. Let me just show you this, and then I'll answer a bunch of more questions. So this is just one other idea to use on the Smartsheet platform. So this is for a specific seller, the Smith family at 123 Test Drive. So I created this form a while back, and I think we shared this with you guys a long time ago. But so I created pretty much everything that goes on inside a listing during the listing time period. So once you list a home, the biggest complaint is what? Lack of communication. They don't call me. They don't update me. I don't know what's going on. So I created a form to share with sellers during the transition or during the transaction of like once it's listed, hey, Mr. Seller, here's what I'm going to do. Here's your link to your website, clickable link. Here's the YouTube link. I put it on YouTube. Here's the blog link. Here's the back page. Here's the Craigslist. Here's the fan page that I created for your property. All showing activity, number of showings, feedback from buyers. So I just created everything that you could possibly have, and then I'm just going to like use the discussions platform, or if I wanted to, I could just go right to here and go number of like feedback from buyers. So I could click on this, and I could create a comment for feedback from buyers, and go the Smiths looked at it, and we're not impressed with the color choice, whatever, something stupid. So you could keep track of all the notes that come in. How many clicks are we getting on the blog, single property website, links from website, virtual tours, pictures, Craigslist, Backpage, Trulia, kind of show where the activity is coming from so I can show them on a weekly basis, hey, we're getting activity here, 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 and here. Yes, they've called. No, they haven't. Yes, they've asked to view it. Yes, they've viewed it, whatever you want to keep track of. And then I put Oodle, Google-based, Vast, Top Pads, Realtor, .home, blah, 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 blah. And then at the very bottom here, I put, okay, calls, changes, brochures, and open house. So how many calls on the property, how many emails on the property, changes in MLS on competition, pendings, price reductions and sales, number of brochures taken from the box, open house activity or lack of, other agent reports when I call them. So you can keep notes of all this stuff right here on every individual line. And here's the thing. It doesn't have to be you keeping updating this. And if you share it with your seller, they're going to have access to it 24/7, and you can send them updates. Say, hey, we just want to give you an update on the people that showed their house, and you could send them, hey, I also wanted to attach the spreadsheet that we're keeping track of everything on. So it just keeps the communication flow. It kind of reminds you of what you should be updating and all kinds of fun stuff like that. So one other thing that I wanted to share with you that might be of interest is when you have a loan in process or when you have a real estate transaction in process. You got the borrower's name, the address, close of escrow, disclosure signed and received, mortgage application submitted, appraisal ordered, escrow items ordered, is the title work going. So you guys could, as a lender and a real estate agent, share this together and just always be up to date. Escrow items ordered, final approval, closing schedule, lender contact, loan processor contact, selling agent contact, escrow contact. So once you have these things built, and I'm giving them to you, so all you have to do is upload them, and they're already done. You just got to change them if you want to. You can go to this place. So like if you click on the right here, this little button right here, sheet. So this allows me to save as new or save as a template. So if I save it as a template, this is pretty cool. So I'm going to do I'm going to save as a template, and I'm going to call the template Transaction Tracker. All right. Include data, include attachments. So I'm not going to include attachments, and just in case I want to start fresh with a new person, because it's all going to be new, right? So I'm going to click Save, and then when I go to my Home button right here, Transaction, so it's going to be transaction tracker. See how, so if I click on this, and what I would do is add, so I would click on this, and it says use template. So it automatically creates that template, and I would give it a name, and I would be off and running and be done. All right? It lets you work with workspaces. I'm not going to go into that right now, but you can have a workspace. So I can have a workspace if I have 2 or 3 different sheets, like these 3 sheets would be all part of one, and then I could have a workspace where I could invite people so they could see all 3 of these sheets. Pretty cool. All right? Does Smartsheet, let me take some questions. Does Smartsheet replace your database? I wouldn't say that it replaces your database. I think that it helps you, and this is what I love the best, is the keeping track of the leads, where they're at, the last time you communicated with them, because the one thing I hear the most is, man, or the one thing you never, ever, ever want to hear is, oh, I already signed a contract with another agent. That's just death by fire, right? So it's something you never want to hear. So if you're communicating with them by email, by Facebook, by text message, by private Facebook message, by phone for sure, you just and you're actually going deep with them, building deep relationships. It's going to be really hard for them to go somewhere else because you're communicating with them. Most people don't communicate; they just hope that something happens in their favor. Like I said, it's so important to communicate. So, why is Smartsheet better than Google Docs? I like it because it has these nice features of uploading documents right here. It's all, you can do it on each individual line. You can do it, you can create messages. Google Docs, I don't believe has those features. I just found that this has so many more features that we use as far as attachments, discussions, alerts. It alerts you and all that stuff. So it's just, I know Google Docs has a lot of the same features. It's just I like this one better. So I'm not saying you can do a lot of this stuff in Google Docs. It's just not as user-friendly, I don't believe, as Google Docs is, all right? If the sheet you are working with custom, it is a custom sheet that I am. Here's another, I'm glad you asked that question. So if I go to Home, and I go to Create a Sheet, and it comes with a ton of templates inside here, but I actually created my own. So if you look at the templates, it gives you tips all over the place. So here's the project sheet, blank sheet, task list, sheet with web form, blank report, basic project. So it has all kinds of different things that you can grab from these different templates, as well as Google Docs has the same. But new hiring checklist, job candidate tracker, sales activity tracker. So there's a lot of different ones you could probably spin off and make your own. Absolutely. Where has this been? James, that's good. I appreciate that, James. I wait till you see the phone app when you do this, because like when you look at Weekly Listing Report, it looks and has everything available on all this. So again, go to the Facebook page if you have any questions on this. One thing I want to share with you, I think I gave you the links. Did I give you the links? Yeah, I did. Okay. So everybody has the links. So I'm just going to keep going with the questions. So if you want the 3 examples that I shared with you, they're at and don't put in the www, put in budural.com/AMMsmartsheets.com. Let me just give you an example why I don't know why, but it's budural.com/AMMsmartsheets. And it goes to these 3. So the weekly listing report I gave you, the real estate success lead management I gave you as far as an Excel spreadsheet, and then the master transaction if you want it. But these are just 3 that I thought would be huge. And then if anybody shares one with me that they really like, I'll put it in this folder. So keep that link just in case we ever add to it, because I'll put more of them in there as we grow with this and stuff like that. So do you use this for your contact database, or do you have other platform you use for that? It's funny you should ask. We use this for growing our team when we're talking to new people that are interested in working with our team. Absolutely use it 24/7. In fact, I absolutely could not be without it, because we were looking for, here's how it was, short story. So we'd be working with new people that were thinking about working with us, and we would do a weekly updates every week. We would do documents back and forth, and the email chain got so crazy, and like, okay, did we do this? Did we not do this? Did you do your part? Did I do my part? What attachments? Here's those attachments. Oh, I can't find the attachments. So it's so nice to have everything in one place. with the people that I'm looking to work with. All right. All right, Justin, man, I really appreciate that. So Justin said this is one of the best AMMs ever. Can't wait to implement and share with my team. Awesome. Justin, again, if you have any questions, go to the Facebook page. I would love to interact with you guys on this and just let me know what you think. Can we make the screen bigger? Hopefully I didn't miss that, and it's not. Hopefully you're okay there. So do the people you share with have to have the programs you use? No. In fact, if you share, like for example, if I click on share. And like I shared with Brendan, so all Brendan did was he received an email from Smartsheet saying, Scott has shared this document with you. Create a password. He creates a password. As soon as he does, he's in the sheet literally in 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds. So it's they don't have to have anything on their computer whatsoever. They just have to be logged into this to see what you have here. Now, it looks small because I shrink them down. And if you guys want to know how to do this just really quick, because it took me a while to figure it out, I like shrinking it down so it's easier to look at. And then open whatever I need to open. So what you do is you highlight this one, hold the Shift key, and highlight. So I highlighted all 4 of these, and I click this little button right here. Now, if I took it away, now I can't shrink it, and it's there. So if I hold this down, Shift key, highlight them all, and then click this little button right here, it allows you to do an indent, which allows you to shrink the line. I don't know, I like that feature for some reason, so I want to show you that. Is this similar to Evernote, or would you use them for different things? Yeah, Evernote is different. You could save this stuff to Evernote if you wanted to. That would be very easy to do. Evernote's like more of a note-taking type thing, where you just really quickly want to take notes and keep everything in the web. And Evernote, we should probably do an Evernote class here pretty soon. But I love Evernote. I use Evernote every day. The Smartsheet keep track of commissions and closings? Absolutely could, because in an Excel spreadsheet you can create, and I'm sure you could find one under the actual templates of if you just search templates. So you're looking for commissions. Let me just see if there's anything that, okay, there's nothing there, but I'm sure you could find one that has already calculated the template. In fact, I have a couple sheets that I will upload to the Budget doc that you might be able to use as far as your commissions goes, now that you just reminded me. So I think that's a great idea. So what I'll do is upload those. So you'll see 2 or 3 more forms in there that I'll give to you after that, okay? Let's see. How does Smartsheet compare to Evernote? Yeah, I guess you have to try it out. Depending on what you're looking for, they all have a little bit different feel to them and a little bit different features. So, yeah, if you're using Evernote, congratulations, because I think Evernote's awesome. I think this could be used with Evernote as far as, I don't know. This is really huge for me. I just thought you guys would really like this as far as setting reminders to call people, where the leads came from, carrying on a conversation back and forth with yourself and the client just to keep track of the notes, what they're saying, kind of read their hot buttons, cold buttons. Oh, I said that and they didn't like it. Keep track of that so you don't say it again. Upload any documents for that specific person. So I just thought that was really cool. If you assign leads, will the assigned agent see only their leads or everyone's leads? As an office, you're probably I didn't dive into it that much. I think that is a good question. Row attachments, row discussions, set reminder. I think you just see I think everybody would see it depending on who you shared it with. So they're just going to see who their leads are. What is the Budget address? Okay, so the Budget address is budget.com/AMM Smartsheet with an S. All right. The weekly example, only 3 items on it. Weekly example. Excuse me. Excited to work with the. Oh yeah. Excuse me. Just drink that. This one is just a. I just put this as the header, and then so if you open these up, and here's the cool part. If you upload these in, like if you go to the budget.com link and you upload these, you're going to have all this stuff here. And you can very easily just click on it and edit it, or you can delete it or add. If you want to add a column here, you just click here, insert row above or below, and you're good to go. If you want to have a clickable link, you can just right-click on there and just insert hyperlink, and then you're all good to go. So you're going to see, like you may only see 3 on the Excel spreadsheet, but when you actually upload it into Smartsheets, you're going to see all kinds of stuff there. All right. Have others tried the link? Still not working. Let's see. Let me just the website. Oh, the website to get signed up. Yeah. So if you want to give me credit for it, I have no affiliation to these guys. But if you want to, it is where'd it go? budyield.com/smartsheet. I'm looking for it right here. It is budyield.com/smartsheet without an S. All right? Or you can go right to smartsheet.com and, of course, go that way too. AMM Smart Sheets. The other one was Smart Sheets with an S. So budyield.com so this is to sign up. Oops. And then the budyield.com/AMM Smart Sheets is the examples. All right. Shrink that down so you guys can see that. 44. Let's go to 36. Let's go. Karen, did you see any questions in there? Or Lindsay, did you see any questions in there that I missed that that I didn't? Let's see, Todd, can you show link to templatesinbox.com file? Yeah. Yes, it is right here. AMM Smart Sheets. Capitalize that. Easier to read. There we go. All right. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys. There's the two links. If you have any questions, go to the Facebook page, facebook.com/groups/Agent Mastermind. Look forward to hanging with you guys. Have a great class planned for you. Next week, we are doing the flower pot strategy again. Have a lot to talk about that again, so we're going to pull back up the flower pot strategy. And got some good news in Colorado. If you're in Colorado, we have it CE approved. So you people in Colorado are going to be able to get CE credits watching the flower pot strategy or taking the class. We're working at getting it approved in Michigan and then also Texas. So good news, we're getting some of these AMM classes, Agent Mastermind classes, CE approved, so you can actually hang out and get credit for it. All right? Thanks so much, everybody. Appreciate you guys. See you same time, same place, right here on Agent Mastermind. Feel free to ask any questions on the Facebook page, and have a great, exciting rest of the week. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.